What's going on, visionaries? I hope you guys are having a great day. If you guys are not, I hope this video makes your day just a little bit better. So today we have a tank switch up, so come and join our adventure. So we used to have a guppy tank right here, but now it's over here. Wait, what? So since now I've gotten rid of all my guppies that were in the tank and the bluegills that I recently had put in the tank, there is nothing in there now. So now I am free to make that to my baby turtle tank. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. Now let's start with the setup, because this is a setup video. I'm teaching you guys how to set up a baby turtle tank. I have some stuff that most people wouldn't use, so we're gonna see how it works in the tank. Let's go. Hey. Oh, okay. So the stand that I just put the tank on is actually a 20-gallon tall tank stand that I made, and the card will pop up. Which corner will it be? I feel like it's that corner. But it'll be in one of the corners. You guys can see how I built that tank stand after we're done. But all the products that I use in this video will be linked down in the description below. So if you want to buy some of the things that I use, you are more than welcome to. But if not, you can buy just some of the things that I use. So let's get on to the build. So here it is. Now it is a nice clean 20-gallon tank. But the first thing we're actually going to need is my filter. Now you guys might be thinking, David, why would you put the filter in first? Normally you would have the substrate, like the rocks on the bottom. True, but my filter is actually a rock. So it would go first, and then you put the rocks on the bottom after. So let's quickly get that. Oh, okay. All right, let's see what this filter is. 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Look at that, this is a Tetrafauna? I don't know. But you're like, Dave, this is huge. Yes, this is a filter, but it's huge. Isn't it gonna take up like a third or half of the tank? Yes. The thing is, baby turtles need actually more time to bask than to swim. Now that's debatable, but I will be having the water high enough to where even though it does take up a lot of room in the tank, there's still gonna be a good amount of water for them to swim in. So I am making, and it says it's a minimum for at least a 20 to like 60 gallons. So it should be okay. Alright guys, so after a little bit of watching a video that I will link down below, I did get this whole setup perfect. Now this is really cool. Now there will be a top on this, so there's a chance that your turtle could eventually climb up here. But basically how it works is you're gonna fill all of this in here. That's why there are these little dividers, so nothing gets through. You're gonna fill all this up to like that waterfall with rock. So it's gonna be like evenly done, like well, down here. And then you're gonna just have like an inch of pebbles along here. And this is where all the aquatic species can go. Technically that's like 10 gallons of water. I mean, it's half, but pumps in here. The water will travel through the rocks even though it's filled up here. But that's it, guys. It actually looks really sick. So thank you, Eric April Jed, for actually sending me this, because for a second I didn't know really what to do with it, but this is actually super dope. So now we're gonna get onto substrates. Now people use sand, people use small pebbles. You can use bigger rocks. But for baby turtles, a lot of the times, even turtles in general, if you feed them in your tank, or they could mistake one of the pebbles or some sand for food, or the food sinks, they try to eat it and they get sand or a pebble and they choke and probably die. Unfortunately, that's how it goes. So what I'm gonna be getting is getting like at least a quarter inch rock and filling the tank with that. Because then even if they're adults, well, you can't really fit an adult in here, but for the babies, they cannot choke on something that's bigger than their head. So let's go get some of that.
It's lit. Just take a look at the drip.
All right, visionary, so it's a couple hours later, and I went and got some rocks. So I got 2 bags of some decent sized, anywhere between 1/2 inch and 2 inches. And then I got some smaller rocks to mix in it on the part that I'm fully filling up. I'll show you guys, but what you gotta do is just rinse off all this rock so the dirt is out of it. Alright guys, now for the part where we're gonna fill it up, this area right here. We're gonna mix with some smaller and bigger pebbles just to give it some contrast, but they can still get to some of those smaller pebbles even if you mix it, which is why once we mix it, put them on, we're gonna put a layer of larger rocks on top of that, so it looks like it's mixed properly, but on the top, big rocks so they can't eat it. Alright guys, all the substrate and the rocks are in. It looks sweet. Now let me show you. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Look at that. Okay. So again, big pebbles. Guys, I have hand-picked all of these pebbles to make sure that they are small and big enough that baby turtles, remember, $1.50 size turtles, will not eat. Look, all here on the top, big, big, big. Here on the bottom, these ones were especially hand-picked because this is where the turtles would mainly be. Down here, they might have to dig a little to get a smaller one, which is why I put bigger rocks on top right there. But here, these are all hand-picked to make sure that no turtle can eat it. I think this looks sweet. That's enough room for maybe 2 or 3 babies in here, I'd say. A big enough basking dock. The water is going to be coming here. It comes in right over there. It goes through these rocks. And then it comes out here, trickles down, boom, 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 down into here. That's going to be sweet. Now later I am actually going to go and get some live plants for this in a different video. But we're going to be putting a few fake plants in just to see how it looks. Right in here. You always need one in the corner. Now, we actually do need room to make sure the heater, this is a small 20-gallon heater, and it makes sure that the water always stays at, I think it's like 70-something degrees. Perfect. Set right in there. Hopefully that works out. Now, I really like these ones. I'm basically going to be replacing this with the actual live type of this one. Sweet. Right there. I have another one of the same. Right there. So this is pretty much going to be the setup. There'd probably be a plant back there, maybe 1 or 2 over here, and then the one right here. So I think this is looking very, very sweet. Now this is pretty much all you need, guys, just for a little baby turtle setup. Now you can normally use a little filter, but I ended up getting this rock formation, which will be linked down in the description. You have like 10 gallons of walking area for your baby turtles, and I will get some more hides over here because there's not too many places where they can actually hide. So there it is. Everything's here, really, so let's fill it up. Alright guys, the water is added, so it was actually mostly my pond water and a little bit of some clean water, so I added a little bit of the chlorinator of, chlorinated water, not clean water. But I'll also be adding some pre-cycled, hopefully it's still wet, because if it's not, then it's bad, but I'll be adding some pre-cycled media, so hopefully I might go and buy some Fritz beneficial bacteria, but we're going to start up this tank right now. So as you can see, it has a decent amount of water. Now why I stopped there, mainly because where the water is going to come out, some of my water is already up here where it's starting to go out. But this is a pretty much perfect baby turtle tank setup. Let's plug it in. 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. We got water coming. Woo! Look at that. Okay, that has a little bit of flow to it. That is nice. The turtles can breathe oxygen, and can come out of the water. So you don't actually need to create that much oxygen. But if I end up needing some oxygen, I will put in a small aerator, which I'll actually do right now. I have this one right here, even though it looks big, oh my, it's not actually that powerful. There we go. So it's been used for a long time, so it's not creating too much oxygen, but that actually should be a perfect amount because we still have some water flow. So that's a perfect little amount of oxygen for this tank. Now it is going to start clearing up, and I might even happen to add a little bit more water. But this tank is pretty much ready for turtles. Once it cycles for maybe a few more days or a week, possibly. Who knows, I might get turtles next video. And by the way, if you guys like turtle videos, fish, ponds, which is really all that I do, and we have a pool pond being set up right now, why don't you go ahead and smash that little like button, but mainly join the Visionary fam and subscribe. That would mean a lot. So you can follow the baby turtles adventure with me when I get them. So guys, there we go. Some more filter media I'll put in there. All right guys, so that's the turtle tank. And I got this soda. Good. So guys, this week's Bible verse is Ephesians 2:8 popping up right here. I like to share my faith with you guys, and putting a Bible verse on the screen, I change it each week, is a great way that I can share my faith with you guys. And if you guys want to make YouTube videos, you guys can do the same if you want to do that also. But let's get to the positive comment shout out, which I will read this time. So again, thank you all for joining. Today's positive comment shout out is right here. Boom. Evan, congrats on the shout out. I pinned your comment. If you guys would like to be featured in a future video, all you guys have to do is put down a positive comment down below. So thank you, Evan, and thank you all for joining. If you guys want to join the Visionary fam even further, you can go down and cop the merch, top link in the description below. We have masks, hoodies coming soon, but we got other Visionary logo well, this isn't it. Visionary logo t-shirts popping up right here as my FV logo, a line, and it says join the adventure below the line if you can't read that. And then we have Visionary. So I hope you all have an amazing day. Peace, love, positivity, find your vision and follow it. Be a visionary today and subscribe. And I will see you beautiful people next video. Peace.